Hello students, in this video I am going to explain about the preparation of urea formaldehyde resin. Reagents required are formaldehyde, urea and then concentrated sulfuric acid. Urea and formaldehyde must be added in 1:2 ratio. As a first step, we should take the weight of the beaker. Okay, so it's a 50 ml beaker, it weighs around 29 grams. To this, I'm adding urea. Okay, so when the weight reaches 31 grams, urea weighs around 2 grams. Alright, now to this 2 grams of urea, around 4 ml of formaldehyde must be added. To add formaldehyde, we should use a measuring jar. The 10 ml measuring jar is used here. And then using dropper, formaldehyde must be taken from its container and then dropped into the 10 ml measuring jar, so that when it is measuring around 4 ml, it can be added into the beaker containing the 2 grams of urea. Okay, now it should be dissolved thoroughly. We have to stir it constantly until the solution becomes transparent. So before it is thoroughly being mixed, we should not add the sulfuric acid. Okay, ensure that the substance is completely dissolved. So when it turns into a transparent solution, at that time we can add 1 or 2 drops of concentrated sulfuric acid. While adding concentrated sulfuric acid, we should be very careful because it is highly corrosive. Okay, so while adding sulfuric acid, it is better to place the containers in the sand and then add sulfuric acid to this beaker. Alright, so it should not be dropped onto the floor or onto our hand. It's a highly dangerous one, so better to place in the sand and then use. So when you add 1 or 2 drops to it, on stirring, you can observe a white color resin appearing. Okay, so this should be again stirred constantly until you get a solid mass of it. Okay, so at this stage, if you touch the beaker, bottom of the beaker, you can experience or you can feel the hotness. So that means it is an exothermic reaction, that is evolving heat. Okay, so when it cools down to the room temperature, we can take weight of it. Now the weight goes to 37 grams. So that means 37 minus 29. 29 is the weight of the beaker. That is 8 grams is the yield of the urea formaldehyde resin. Alright, okay, so I think you understand about the preparation of urea formaldehyde resin. Watch my previous video. Its link is given in the description box to know about the theoretical part of this experiment. Okay, so where I have discussed all the procedures and the steps of the preparation.